Hi everyone, Arlene here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And I want to add my travels to this, Arlene's Country Craft Corner and travels, because that is what this video is all about today. It is about our upcoming Hawaiian Islands cruise with Princess. And I will probably be posting this on my Arlene's Travel YouTube channel as well, since that channel has pretty much been dormant since we got back from our Panama Canal ocean to ocean cruise back in March of 2020. I can't believe it. We're finally going to get a chance to cruise again. Hopefully all will go well. There is a Princess cruise on its way to Hawaii right now. Hawaii has opened up for cruising again. The cruise lines needed to sign a paperwork with Hawaii. I'm not going to go into all that. I just want to tell you about what we've had to do and what we're going to need to do to prepare for this cruise. I'm also going to go into my packing and my carry-on and to show you a snippet of everything for this cruise. I may come back with, if we do go on the cruise, with a daily, outfit of the day. But I will tell you about what I'm planning to take and the weather and that kind of thing. So let's get started real quick here. I don't want to sit and yammer on. We got our electricity back. For those on my travels channel, you might not know, we had a terrible snowstorm come through here last week, and we were without power, although we do have a generator in our home, a whole house generator, which we were very grateful for. But our power just came back on Thursday evening. We were out from Monday morning until Thursday evening. And I didn't have internet, but I was still loading videos. So on my Country Craft Corner channel. But anyway, it's been a harrowing week, and I had said something in my Facebook group and in my community post here on YouTube that I probably wouldn't be back till Monday. But I decided to go ahead and do this video today because I have been doing a little bit of decorating for those on my decorating channel, and I will be doing some reveals next week and a couple of tray designs and a couple of other things back to my decor next week. Redecorating after Christmas. Regardless of all that, let's get started in here. Okay, Chris and I are going to be taking, as I said, a 15-day Hawaiian Islands cruise with Princess Cruises. Our dear friends Barb and Dawn are also going to be on that cruise, so we're really excited about that we get to cruise together. And we are going forward as if we are going to do this cruise. We know the Omicron variant is going crazy, but Princess seems to be chugging on along, doing great with their protocols and so on. And I think you'll see why, not that all the cruise lines don't and aren't doing these same protocols. But just let me tell you a little bit about our itinerary first, and then I will tell you about what we need to do in order to be able to climb on the cruise ship. And I'm not going to give you specific dates, but I am going to give you, it is coming up, so I am going to go ahead. We are going to leave here the day before our cruise, and the day before we leave is going to be the day that we are tested. We have a tested for COVID. We have a test scheduled at CVS here in our town, and we also ordered that from Princess. Whatever Princess offers in their cruise health facts FAQ, we ordered those. We ordered two kits with 2 tests in each kit. And the reason we ordered 2 kits was just in case we made a mistake. And those tests you need to take while observed online. So at home, but you get your results within 15 minutes. We are taking antigen tests at CVS. So anyway, just to let you all know that. You have to be tested 48 hours before you embark on the ship. We always go a day early so that we're sure to be at the cruise port, which is a very good thing to remember, is to try to always go a day early into your cruise, especially if you're flying. You just never know. And we are hoping our flights are going to be okay because, with all the flight problems. So, we are really hoping and praying that we're going to be able to do this. Anyway, the itinerary starts in Los Angeles at the port of San Pedro. So we'll be going there on the day of embarkation. Then we're at sea for 4 days. And then we're going to come into Honolulu, Hawaii first. Then the next day to Kauai. Then the next day to Hilo. Then the next day to Kahuilui. So, Kahuilui, I think. I hope I pronounced that right. Then coming back, we're at sea for 5 days and stop one day in Ensenada, Mexico, and then come back into Los Angeles. And then fly home the same day. So we are really looking forward to this. We've done this cruise one other time. I may show you some of the outfits I wore on that cruise because I did not pull outfits and whatnots out of my closet to show you outfits today. But just to let you know that this is a challenge of a cruise to pack for you guys. And y'all know I love my packing cubes, which I'll show you in my garment folder, and all of that stuff, all my little packing aids to help me consolidate my clothes. Because this thing is going to be, for the first 3 days out of Los Angeles, usually about the first 3 days, it's pretty chilly. It is pretty chilly. You're out there on the Pacific Ocean, and the Pacific is chilly. So for the first 3 days, it's chilly when I need to wear like wintry clothes, you know, so I'll probably be taking outfits like this, maybe a couple of turtlenecks, my vests, what you all see me on my Country Craft Corner channel, see me wear all the time in the wintertime. I will be taking some scarves, you know, and one jacket. I will be taking a rain jacket just in case, you know, it drizzles on us on the way over there. And then when we get closer to the islands, about 2 days out of the islands, it starts to get warmer. So then I'll change to my capris and my little poncho tops that I've had. And I'll be showing you some pictures here of some of the, you know, examples of outfits that I'll be wearing. It's hard to pack for a cruise like this with multi, you know, weather situations possible, but I'm pretty good at packing, so I think I'll be okay. I will not take an outfit for every single solitary day. I will take probably 4 or 5 outfits for, I would say about 3 outfits of the wintry variety. And then while we're at the islands or getting closer, I'll wash those 3 so I can wear them on the way back. You know, I might take 4 because we have like 5 sea days coming back. So, but anyway, I could wear capris on the ship on a sea day on our way back, you know, but put a warmer, you know, vest on or something. You know, you can mix and match. I take all dark bottoms. I'm going to tell you that. Like all of my pants, all of my slacks, all of my capris are all going to either be navy blue or black. And that's how I've always done it when it comes to cruising. And then I take different tops to dress them up, dress them down, make them look different, you know. So, but that's a little bit about my wardrobe. But I really wanted to tell you, I wanted to read you something here. When you first come in to your cruises on the cruise personalizer. If for those of you who are new to Princess and you're not familiar with your cruise personalizer, familiarize yourself with it. You know, you'll need to register, and you can go in here, you can book your excursions, you can do all sorts of things. Now, that said, the Princess Cruises uses something called the Medallion now. They have it's a Medallion class ship. We're going to be on the Grand Princess, and it is a Medallion class ship. All of their ships are now, which means that I will take this spiffy little jobby right here, which is their Medallion, and I will have it clipped to whatever I'm wearing. And this is how you get on and off the ship. This is how you purchase everything on the ship. This is your lifeline. This is how you can order things off of the menu. They have smart televisions where you can tap the television and you can, in your stateroom. This is a wonderful, I love sailing. I'll tell you more about this with the Medallion. I'll tell you more about the clips too. I like to use the clips, and they're just like little magnets, and your Medallion just seeds right in there. And it's just perfect every time, usually, except when I'm trying to do it for camera. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. That's the Sea Witch. For those of you who don't know Princess's logo, that's the Sea Witch that they have on the front of all their ships. So I'll tell you more about that. Now, I wanted to go in here and read to you what they expect you to, as far as COVID is concerned. I wanted to tell you about what's expected. Okay, first of all, we need to be fully vaccinated for this cruise. And what you do, they have a Medallion class app that you use on your phone or tablet. And no, you don't absolutely have to have a phone or tablet. You can always check in at the cruise port. But it makes it a lot easier if you can go ahead and check in. Okay, here we go. This is what it says about what you need. It says, you're ready for a real vacation, but you want to be as safe as possible. We get it. So we want you to know that cruising with Princess isn't just great value. It's one of the safest vacations you can have. With vaccination rates approaching 100% and health protocols that put your safety first, like mask wearing. Plus, our Medallion class experience puts you in control with truly touchless experiences and personalized service. That means you can relax and enjoy all the perks that make a vacation worthwhile, whether that's 24-hour room service, Broadway-style shows, or not having to cook and clean so you can connect with what matters most. Health protocols for cruises through March 31st, 2022. Cruises are available for guests who have all of the following. Receive their final dose of an authorized COVID-19 vaccine at least 14 days before the beginning of the cruise. Proof of vaccination. Sailings from the United States, proof of a negative viral COVID-19 test, PCR or antigen, taken within 2 days of their embarkation. Sailings from the United Kingdom, proof of a negative viral COVID-19 test taken at the terminal, which will be provided for free. You'll also be required to wear a face mask indoors at all times and outdoors when physical distancing cannot be maintained. And, they give you all the details. So in other words, we're going to have to wear a mask while we're on board, everywhere but in our stateroom, pretty much, or when we're eating or drinking, or where you can physical distance outside, So I am going prepared. I have some masks here to show you. I've got some of my older masks that I've worn. We haven't had to wear masks here in Virginia in quite a while. So, but I did think ahead and I ordered myself some Hawaii masks from my travel agent's daughter, which I could give you her information in the description. So I have myself some pretty masks ready. These are double masks, and I can put a filter in them if I want. But look at this. Don't these look like Hawaii? So, but I got all of these, and they are lovely, and they are comfortable, and I love them. Look at the anchors. Then I also got some for our formal nights. I haven't even opened them yet. I had these a long time ago. I've been skeptical about this cruise. I just haven't been sure it's going to be a go, but it looks like it is. So I got me some blingy, some really pretty blingy mask. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Fits nice. So I'll wear this formal nights, I've got black, white, whoops. That's kind of an iridescent, look at that. Kind of a pink, champagne-y pink color, and a silver. Look at that silver, that's pretty. So, love them. So, I am ready with my masks, because I figure we're gonna need them. So, I've got them all piled here, ready to pack up. All right, so now you kind of know what is expected of us, where we're going, and what the itinerary is going to be. And there are so many great folks here on YouTube who keep you in the know as far as cruise news is concerned and that kind of thing. I'm more interested in the packing and what to take and the wardrobe, and I do room tours and show you around the ship, and I do all of those cool things. Anyway, I give credit to these YouTubers who have really kept up with the cruise news. And I wanted to give one guy a shout out here in the United States. His name is Tony, and his wife Jenny, and they do a live every Tuesday night, I think. And they also have, Tony does a video every single day with his cruise news. And it's about all cruise lines. It's not just about Princess. It's all about all cruise lines. And he does a great job with Lido, Loca is their channel. I'll leave you a link in the description. He does a great job. Really, really, really good job. So I wanted to tell you about him. He doesn't need a shout out. He's got over 100,000 subscribers. You know, who am I to give him a shout out? But I did want to mention him for those that might be interested in the daily COVID, especially cruise news and what's been happening, you know, in the industry and all that. He's very, very good with that. All right, now I want to go on and show you the suitcases that I'm going to take. Chris and we're doing a little something different this time. Normally we take two 28-inch spinners and one extra suitcase because we take a lot of photography equipment to Alaska with us. And we probably would have done the same on this one, only because we might take a few extra clothes because it's such a long cruise. But this time we decided to each take I have them sitting right here, 28-inch spinner. Excuse the mess in my dining room there. We're still, I'm still redecorating after Christmas. So let me show you this. This is a 28-inch spinner suitcase here. And this isn't anything special. I got this at Kohl's on sale. You know, so we hadn't bought one in decades though. So we bought this before our, in 2020, before our New Zealand and Panama Canal cruise, all of those. So I know this is not available. I looked for it for Barbara the other day. It's not available. There may be something similar on Amazon that I can maybe link for you, but it is a 28-inch and it does have the telescoping arm here. And it has a zipper up front here with a small pocket that, there they are. I was looking for these. With my luggage tag holder for the ship, for the cruise ship. Also, I wanted to tell you too, I always put a 3x5 card in the top pocket of every suitcase I take with our name, our address, our telephone number, and email address, and a way to get in contact with us, just in case our bag gets lost and somebody sees it along the way and they can get it back to us. But anyway, this is the suitcase that will be checked. We'll take this to the airport and it will be checked, definitely. Then what we've decided to do different this time is to take a smaller carry-on, rolling carry-on. Take this off of here. Now this is a Vera 21-inch carry-on. I've had this for, oh my goodness, you guys. Well, maybe about 10 or 15 years I've had this. Never used it once, except for one little trip I took. Never used it for a cruise. But we're taking it now, and we are going to each take a rolling carry-on with us onto the plane, because the way the flights have been, we just don't know whether our luggage is going to make it. We're going to pack ourselves several outfits, each of us, our cosmetics. You know, of course, it all has to be carry-on compliant and all of that through TSA. But we can certainly do that. I'll put my bigger cosmetic bag and whatnot in the bigger suitcase. But we are going to take, each of us are going to take a little spinner like this to put up in the overhead on the plane. So then I'm also taking, for my personal item, I'm taking my backpack. This will hold my computer and all of my, you know, anything I might need, you know, while on the plane, which I can put in there too. But I also will take this on excursions in Hawaii and whatnot. This is a Vera Bradley campus backpack that I actually got from their online outlet that comes available every now and again. Down and this, and I'll just, you know, walk right through the airport just like that. So, and onto the plane. Very, very nice and compact for me. So that's what we both decided to do. Chris will probably take a backpack too for his personal item and a rolling carry-on, just to be safe, just to make sure that we have some clothes, because we're at sea for so long. If for some reason the suitcases, our big suitcases, didn't make it to the ship until our first port isn't until we are in Hawaii. So this is a little different scenario this time, so that's what we've chosen to do. let me show you my packing. Oh, also when it comes to the suitcases, I've also bought some straps. I'm not going to put one around my florally. Sorry. I'm not going to put a strap around my florally bag, but for around Chris's carry-on, I got this color, 2 of this color. And then for my purple suitcase here, I got one of these. And I will put this around this suitcase after it's closed. So when it comes out from, you know, when we're at the airport at our destination, or when we get home, we will be able to see it, because this is going to be wrapped around it, and we'll be able to go, oh, that's mine, because I can see this strap. You know, a lot of people just tie ribbons on, which we certainly have done. And, but I found these online on Amazon for a nice price, so I thought I would get a couple. Obviously, you're going to be able to see my floral suitcase, and there's only probably one like that because it's a pretty old suitcase. It's just never been used. So there we go. As far as that part of the packing is concerned, as you saw, I have all this linked in stuff I'm going to start showing you now. I have linked in my Amazon storefront. For those of you on my travels channel, I do now have an Amazon storefront, and I do have a cruising gadgets, gizmos and gadgets, something like that box in my Amazon storefront. Go and check it out, and you'll see a lot of the things I'm going to talk about here. One of which is this, to put what you'll need to do. Not one. I don't like this one as much because it has a plastic handle. I got these. These I like better with the silver little metal attachment. And you just, what you'll do, you'll print out your luggage tags, your cruise luggage tags before you leave your house. I print out 2 per bag, again, because that still gives some pertinent information. It will also tell whomever might find it what ship you'll be on, which company you'll be with, that kind of thing. I put one of these in the front pocket of all the luggage that's checked, and I hang one on the luggage. So again, these you can find in my Amazon shop. No problem. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I didn't want to tell you about those. Okay, now for packing aids, I use packing cubes. Now, most people I know now use packing cubes. A lot of people, or some people say, oh, I can pack more efficiently without packing cubes. And you know what? That's fine and dandy. I'm not saying everybody should use packing cubes, for sure, for sure. I love them because, for one, they keep me organized. For 2, they compress. Now, and these cubes are called compression cubes. These are from Begale, and I have them linked in my Amazon shop. We're in a packing, I think in a packing box, a gift idea box. So this comes with 1, 2, 3. The set comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 different sizes. A very large size. I usually put my slacks and capris in there. Next size down. I mean, you put what you want in. Next size down. And then a small one. And I usually put all my unmentionables, my underwear, my bras, and that kind of thing in here. Yes, all of them. They will fit, trust me. But the reason they call these compression bags, you can see the 1 zipper. But then there's another zipper. You know, have all your zippers open when you go to pack. I do have some videos of me literally packing. Pack your bag like this, close it up, and then you can compress it down further. See that? And of course it won't be quite that skinny, because you're going to have things in it, but it will compress it down so that you can fit more in your suitcase. Now, with that said, a lot of carriers, a lot of airline carriers don't allow you to go over 50 pounds. Plus, I would suggest that you don't go over 50 pounds because you don't want, for one thing, your suitcase will be labeled heavy. And sometimes we had one that was labeled heavy one time that got left behind. And when we got home, it wasn't here. Thankfully, it was on the back end of the vacation and we just had to wait for it to be delivered. But We always try to keep our luggage under 50 pounds, our checked luggage under 50 pounds. So that would be the only thing I would caution with using compression bags or any kind of packing cube is watch your weight. Keep an eye on your weight. And what I do when I pack is I have a luggage scale right here with me, and I weigh the suitcase, I weigh each bag as I pack it, and I make sure I'm well under 50 pounds. I like to be around 44, 45 pounds because you just never know, you know, what the airline scale is going to say when you get there. So I like to give myself a little bit of play in there. I usually pack them, like I say, right to about 44, 45 pounds. And I take this with me so I know on the way home that I haven't overpacked. I have these scales linked in my Amazon shop as well, so go and check them out. Important little tool, definitely. My other little magic weapon when it comes to packing is my Eagle Creek garment folder. I put all my tops in here. Sometimes dresses too, but you can put anything you want in here. It doesn't have to be tops. That's just what I choose to do. And what it is, it comes with a card and it shows you how to fold all, like your shirts or your pants or, you know, whatever you want to put in here. It shows you how to fold them. And then all of those items will fit folded like that into this bag. And I do demonstrations on my channel. And if I have time, I will do a literal packing video for you guys for this trip. But you put this in there and then you just fold it up. It's got Velcro. And you can pull it together really tightly and compress. Pull this side this way, this side this way, then fold up from the bottom. You can see it's Velcroed. And you can fit, I think I had 20 tops in here, but we were gone for a long time. We were gone for like 45 days. So I had 20 tops in here. I'm not going to be taking 20 tops this time, y'all. But I'll take half of that probably. But they'll all fit in here very easily, very nicely. And this just goes in your suitcase. It's lovely. You can weigh it. You can carry it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Eagle Creek garment folder. Also too, while I'm here, I just wanted to show you, this is a 31 bag that my daughter Kristen got me years ago for Christmas. It has my letter, my initial on it, A there. And this is a lovely little, I like this bag more than I do the Vera Bradley. Everything else I use for travel is Vera Bradley usually, but this I like better than what Vera Bradley has. It's smaller profile than the big bag that Vera has. But anyway, I love this. And this is what I will take for all of my jewelry. You can see I have little, and these are doubled. If you open this up, I have a 31 consultant, and I will try to put her in the description of this video too. And you can go to 31.com, THIRTY-1, I think, .com. And this is a lovely little bag though. So I just wanted to show you this real quick, that I'll be taking my jewelry in that bag probably. I have my passport sitting here. I do have my passport in a passport folder now, or passport case now, because not only do you need your passport, but you need, you know, nowadays you need your COVID card too. So I've got my COVID card, got my passport over here. And I also have, we also have global entry, which is absolutely wonderful to have. It's got built-in TSA pre-check, which means that when I'm coming back from a foreign country or just traveling domestically, you get to go into the TSA line. You don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to take your computers out. You still have to put things in a three-quart container, Ziploc bag, you know, and keep your, when flying, I'm talking about when flying, and keep your liquids to 3 ounces, I think, or 3.5 ounces or something like that. But I highly recommend, you know, nowadays when you have to, you know, carry your COVID card and carry so much, they also sell COVID covers, COVID card covers, which I have. Don't laminate, I've heard, your COVID card, COVID vaccination card, you guys, because you never know how many boosters are going to be coming. And we had a booster, you know, that we didn't know was coming. So I keep it in here. Like I said, I keep it in here all the time. I know right where it is all the time. And I just have to show it and be done, you know? So highly recommend a passport case, and I did get this from Vera. So, okay, what are some other things I want to talk about? These are what I use for my cosmetic bags for Vera. Yeah, I know. I keep all my, and I don't wear that much makeup, y'all. But other things I take, and other things that I'll need to, like I got myself a little, out of my closet, I got myself a little bag that I will take just the basics, like my foundation and my cream and a little bit of eye makeup and whatnot in my, in my carry-on. But I have to watch my liquids and so on and so forth. But I bought a little bag to put in there to take in that one bag. And then all the rest of everything will go in here. And I do take more than just the regular makeup, I also take like Q-tips and my perfume, and I wear Happy perfume all the time. I have a little bottle of Happy, and I also wear this Ennis, a little bottle of Ennis, and creams to go with them. So I just keep them in here all the time. They stay in this bag. This bag is ready to get up and pick up and pack. This is my Clinique lotion that I wear every day, my lovely lotion that I love, and hand sanitizer, and who knows what all I have in here, Visine, and a little Vera bag. My brushes all fit in this, and toothbrush and toothpaste, and I have another bag here that I carry other things in, such as another Vera bag. This is an extra large. I got these from eBay, some of these bags from eBay, y'all. I take a pop-up laundry basket. I take a little sewing gear kit. Again, all of this is linked in my Amazon shop, but a nice little sewing kit, because you never know, when you might need to sew something up. This is very lightweight too. Very, very lightweight. And I always take a little flashlight. I like to have it by the bedside just in case. The staterooms are pretty dark, so I like to have that. Take a little first aid, little Band-Aids, and some Neosporin. I have Neosporin in there, and just some Band-Aids. If you need something more, you can always go to the medical center and they'll give you gauze, or if you fall and hurt yourself, they'll fix you right up there on the ship. But I do take some stuff. I also take Tide Pods. I don't have any. I need to get some. Tide Pods. I haven't cruised in years, you all. I haven't cruised in years. So I usually take Tide Pods, 4-in-1 or 3-in-1, and I take Downy sheets, Downy dryer sheets. I also use the Downy dryer sheets in the cruise drawers. It makes them smell really fresh and nice, and just stick a little dryer sheet in your drawer, and it makes it fresh every time you open it. Also take some Shout Out, and Wipe and Go. You're on the plane, you drop something on yourself. I take this in my carry-on, and I take it for on this ship. So these are just some things that I've already talked 40 minutes, you guys. Already talked 40 minutes. I think I could cut it down some, but I also take one more bag. One discussion I wanted to have, I take a bedside clock, because there's not a bedside clock in the cruise rooms, staterooms. So I take a little battery operated clock. Again, this is linked in my Amazon shop. And I like to be able to wake up and not have to pick up my phone and be blinded by the light. This has a little backlight in it, just enough so you can see it at night. It's a nice little tool. What else do I have in here? Hair conditioner. I've got my hair gel. These are little travel containers. Shampoo. A little One United, that's conditioner that you spray on after you wash your hair. I've got a shower cap with a little clip that you can clip around your towel rack. in the bathroom, and I color my hair, so I don't wash it every day, so I need a little shower cap, and then I just clip this around one of the racks in the stateroom, and it hangs there and looks just lovely all week. So that's about all I have in here for right now. Let me see. Let me look around here, see what else I wanted to talk to you about. Magnets. I did want to talk to you, especially more for Alaska cruises. I do take magnets, though. I have a family magnet here I got from Shutterfly.com years ago. I don't have one with Maverick on it. I didn't think about that. I should have. But there's Chris and myself, our older daughter, Kristen, and myself, our younger daughter, Candace, and myself, and then Candace, me, and Kristen. So there's all of us there. And so I have, anyway, also I wanted to talk about, do not take a surge protector. There's not a lot of outlets on the ships. Now that said, a lot of the ships have been updated with the Medallion class, and that means they have flat screen TVs. So for instance, in a mini suite, which is what we're going to be in, there used to be 2 TVs that were up on shelves that had, so there are 2 extra outlets nowadays in a mini suite anyway, and probably 1 extra in a balcony and 1 extra in interior. But there was a time that the only outlet used to be at the desk area. I always take a non-surge protector with extra, I just sneezed, sorry, with extra plugs and extra USB ports. Some of the ships have USB, hookups at the lamps on the bedside, but I don't know which ones are, and I will let you know if the Grand does, but I don't even know whether it does or not. But I always take something to give us more outlets. Take a hair dryer if you don't. I don't like their hair dryers that are on the wall. And the bigger ships, the Royal class ships like the Majestic and the Discovery and the Royal and the Regal, they will have a hair dryer. Some of them might have a hair dryer if the one on the wall, just doesn't work anymore. They might go ahead and install one of the new hair dryers. But one of the hair dryers that they have are like those square ones, and it eats my hair. I'm telling you, the back of it, when I'm, trying to blow dry my hair will get stuck in the back of it and suck it in. So we take a hair dryer. We take a hair dryer with us, a little travel dryer. So that's another hint. But magnets, I wanted to tell you about that. And I told you about the family magnet. But then I also take some more functional, like 25 weight. Actually, they're smaller than this. These I got a long time ago. What I have in my Amazon shop are actually smaller, but hold just as much. And all of the walls in your stateroom are metal. They do have a covering over them, like a wallpaper on them though. And so you need a heavy duty magnet, but when you pull it off the wall, don't just yank it off, kind of slide it and pull it, so you don't hurt their wallpaper or whatever. But magnets, so you can hang your hats, your purse. Like I always take a crossbody purse to carry my phone. I've got this one I got on one of the ships from Brighton. So I just put my phone in it. I've also got this one that Barbara and Pat gave me that one of their friends made. So I carry a little crossbody purse with me on the ship so that you need your phone if you want to use the Medallion app. And we have internet throughout the whole ship and the whole bed. So to hang your purse on, to hang your jacket on, to hang your hat on, to hang up your princess patter, which you can request, I hear nowadays. So I've got magnets galore here from, everywhere we've sailed. There's the Ruby Princess. We were on her one time. We got Texas. Pam gave those out. She's from Texas. Here is Alaska, the Inside Passage. My most favorite cruise of all. So I'm not going to take all these. I'll pick and choose a few magnets out of there and take, for this trip. So also too, some other things, especially for Hawaii, don't forget your sunscreen. I will take some. I have a little case here that will keep it from leaking all over every place. This is from Vera too, from the outlet. let me see, what else do I have here? I think that is about all I wanted to talk about. Don't forget your sunglasses. And don't forget your patience. I will say that. Don't forget your patience. Put your patience hat on. Don't forget a hat, by the way. I've got visors. I meant to bring those out here. I forgot the visors. But Barbara has these spiffy visors that don't smash your head. I do have them linked in my Amazon shop too. But I will be bringing a couple of those visors too with me. But put your patience hat on. Put your patience hat on, you guys, because anytime you travel anywhere, especially right now, we need to be uberly careful. We need to be uberly patient, and we need to be gracious to others. Walk through this with grace, as we are going to try to do. I'm nervous as a cat about these tests. I will tell you that if I didn't say at the beginning of the video, we have to test before we go, provide a negative COVID test. It can be an antigen test or rapid antigen test. Then they're going to test us 2 days before we get to Hawaii. And then they're going to test us 2 days after we leave Hawaii. So we will have 3, and we have to have negative COVID tests. And if they're not negative, we will have to quarantine on board, for a time until we are negative, and we have assumed that risk, and we are willing to take it because we have not cruised in so long. And also what we're doing in Hawaii, at 3 of the ports, we've rented cars. So Barb, Dawn, Chris, and I will be in a rental car, driving around the islands. The only place that we've made an excursion for, and we can always cancel the excursion if we want to, up and until I think it's 36 hours before we go. But we are just taking one whale watching cruise, a little excursion, and that's it. That is all we're doing. So as I said, we've all 4 been there before, so we are familiar. So we just decided to rent the cars instead of being with a big group of people and, doing a bunch of excursions at different islands. So we've chosen to try to keep ourselves a little bit safe. And as I say, we might end up canceling the whale watching. It just depends on how things are at that time. We'll just see. I really, really like to see them because they do a lot of breaching in Hawaii, but I'll tell you more about whales in another video. I could go on and on about whales. So I'm going to hush up for now. Again, this was just kind of a snippet of our trip to come, a snippet of what I take. Showed you, some outfits here or there. If you have any questions, leave them, and we'll try to come on and do a Q&A and answer your questions for you. I know this, I've kind of bing, banged, and bonged around on this video. It's been a long time since I did a travel type of video, you guys. It's been a while. So anyway, I'm going to shut this one out because I don't want it to go any longer. So with all this said, oh my goodness, let me go into my final words and say thank you all so much for stopping in here to visit with me today. For those of you who might be struggling and suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around. And I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Subscribe if you would. Please subscribe to both of my channels if you would. I'd sure appreciate it. It's free for you guys, but it'll help me out. It'll help me out. Check the description box for links. Love y'all. Catch you next week on my Country Craft Corner channel anyway. Love yous. Bye-bye.